Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. You've probably heard the saying that the fastest way to a person's heart is through their stomach. It's a nice thought, usually applied to dating or making friends. But what if I told you that entire countries are using this exact strategy in the high-stakes world of international relations? Forget military parades and economic sanctions for a moment, and instead, imagine a world where foreign policy is decided over a bowl of pad thai, a plate of kimchi, or a slice of pizza. This isn't a fantasy. This is gastrodiplomacy, and it's one of the most fascinating and delicious tools of statecraft being used today. The idea is simple. Use a nation's culinary heritage to win the hearts and minds of a foreign public, building cultural bridges one bite at a time. Today, we're diving deep into the world of culinary statecraft, exploring how countries from Thailand to Peru are turning their national dishes into powerful instruments of soft power. At its heart, gastrodiplomacy is a form of public diplomacy. The term was popularized in the early 2000s, but the practice is as old as civilization itself. Ancient emperors hosted banquets to secure loyalty, and Roman leaders negotiated treaties over lavish feasts. What's new is how governments have formalized this into a strategic, well-funded component of their foreign policy. It all ties back to a concept called soft power, coined by political scientist Joseph Nye. Soft power is the ability to influence others through attraction rather than coercion. A country's culture, its values, and its policies are its key sources of soft power. And what's more attractive and universally understood than food? A positive experience with a nation's cuisine can create a sense of familiarity and goodwill, subtly shaping public opinion and creating a more favorable international image. It's nation branding, but with flavor. While the term gastrodiplomacy is about engaging the foreign public, there's also culinary diplomacy, which is the more traditional, high-level use of food in formal settings, like state dinners between world leaders. But today, we're focusing on the public side, how nations are taking their food to the world. And to understand how it works, we have to look at the country that literally wrote the playbook, Thailand. Thailand is widely seen as the pioneer of modern gastrodiplomacy. In 2002, the Thai government launched the Global Thai Program. The goal was ambitious: to increase the number of Thai restaurants worldwide from around 500 to 8,000 in just 1 year. This wasn't just about food. It was a strategic effort to rebrand the country, moving past negative stereotypes and showcasing its rich cultural heritage. The Thai government's approach was incredibly comprehensive. The Department of Export Promotion provided business support to entrepreneurs. The Export-Import Bank of Thailand offered loans to Thai nationals wanting to open restaurants abroad. They even set up infrastructure for loans of up to $3 million for overseas food industry initiatives. To ensure quality and authenticity, the government created prototypes for 3 different styles of Thai restaurants that investors could adopt, from fast casual to high-end. They even published a manual for Thai chefs going abroad, and created special visas for chefs in countries like New Zealand. The results were astounding. By 2011, the number of Thai restaurants globally had shot past 10,000. Today, there are over 17,000. The global popularity of dishes like pad thai and tom yum is a direct result of this long-term strategy. Tourism to Thailand also boomed, with a huge percentage of visitors citing Thai food as a key reason for their trip. Inspired by Thailand's incredible success, South Korea decided to get in on the action. In 2009, it launched its own massive campaign, officially called Korean Cuisine to the World, but often known as kimchi diplomacy. This wasn't a small effort. The South Korean government backed the program with an investment of around $77 million. The goals were to make Korean cuisine, or Hansik, one of the top 5 most popular in the world, and to increase the number of Korean restaurants globally to 40,000 by 2017. At the forefront of this campaign was kimchi, the nation's ubiquitous fermented cabbage dish. It was branded as South Korea's #1 ambassador. The strategy was to build on the growing Korean wave, or Hallyu, where K-pop and K-dramas were already capturing global attention. The government figured that a positive experience with Korean food could solidify the country's cool, modern image. Their efforts included funding culinary classes in prestigious international schools like the Culinary Institute of America and Le Cordon Bleu. They established the World Institute of Kimchi to promote research and innovation. The campaign wasn't just about institutions, it had a personal touch too. South Korea's former First Lady personally cooked for American veterans of the Korean War, adding a powerful emotional element. Today, the impact is clear in the global rise of Korean barbecue, gochujang, and, of course, kimchi itself. But perhaps the most dramatic story of culinary transformation belongs to Peru. In the 1980s and 90s, Peru was a country ravaged by internal conflict and economic crisis. Fast forward to today, and its capital, Lima, is home to some of the world's best restaurants. Peruvian cuisine is celebrated globally for its unique fusion of indigenous, Spanish, African, and Asian flavors. How did this happen? It was a deliberate, decade-long project driven by a powerful alliance of visionary chefs, government agencies, and private companies. The Peruvian government launched its Cocina Peruana para el Mundo, or Peruvian Cuisine for the World campaign in the mid-2000s. The mission was to build a national brand centered around its food. The campaign funded national cookbooks, organized massive food festivals like Mistura, and promoted Peruvian restaurants worldwide. A central figure in this revolution is celebrity chef Gastón Acurio. He acted as a true culinary ambassador, opening restaurants around the world and passionately championing Peruvian ingredients. The success is measurable. Culinary tourism now accounts for a massive portion of the country's tourism revenue. For Peru, gastrodiplomacy wasn't just about boosting the economy. It was about forging a new national identity, one that celebrates its diversity and multicultural heritage. For some nations, gastrodiplomacy is a tool for asserting a unique identity, especially when you live in the shadow of a giant neighbor. This is the story of Taiwan. Facing diplomatic isolation and the constant challenge of distinguishing itself from mainland China, Taiwan turned to its vibrant food culture. In 2010, the Taiwanese government launched a $34 million gastrodiplomacy campaign, sometimes called dim sum diplomacy. The strategy was to showcase the distinctiveness of Taiwanese cuisine, a fusion of Chinese, Japanese, Hakka, and indigenous flavors. The campaign funded food festivals and supported chefs in global competitions. But beyond government efforts, a grassroots movement of Taiwanese entrepreneurs has been key. And one particular Taiwanese invention has become a symbol of its soft power, even if many people don't know its origin: bubble tea. The global popularity of bubble tea is a perfect example of how a cultural product can create goodwill and recognition for its home country. For Taiwan, gastrodiplomacy is a crucial strategy for carving out its own space on the world stage. But it's not all friendly food sharing and cultural exchange. Gastrodiplomacy has a darker, more contentious side known as gastronationalism. This is when food is used to promote aggressive nationalism, often leading to bitter disputes over the ownership and authenticity of certain dishes. These food fights can become proxies for deep-seated political and territorial conflicts. One of the most famous examples is the Hummus Wars between Lebanon and Israel. Both nations claim the beloved chickpea dip as a core part of their national identity. This rivalry escalated in the late 2000s into a series of record-breaking publicity stunts. Chefs from both countries battled to create the world's largest platter of hummus, one-upping each other in the Guinness Book of World Records. This was more than just culinary showmanship. It was about symbolic cultural assertion. The Association of Lebanese Industrialists even tried to get the European Union to grant hummus protected status as a uniquely Lebanese product. While the legal case was dropped, The Hummus Wars show how a shared dish can become a source of intense division when national pride is on the line. A similar, though often more good-natured rivalry exists in West Africa over jollof rice. Countries like Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal each have their own distinct version of this one-pot rice dish, and each passionately claims theirs is the best. This friendly competition, known as the Jollof Wars, plays out constantly on social media, in music, and at cook-offs, fueling national pride. The debate got a new twist when UNESCO recognized the Senegalese version, called Ceebu Jen, as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. While this was a win for Senegal, it has done little to stop the passionate and often hilarious debates among West Africans over whose jollof truly reigns supreme. Then there's the thorny issue of authenticity. In 2006, Japan's government proposed a system to certify, quote, authentic Japanese restaurants overseas. The international media quickly dubbed this the sushi police. The intention was to protect the integrity of Japanese cuisine from what officials saw as subpar imitations. The proposal was met with criticism and ridicule and was eventually dropped, but it highlights a key challenge. How do you promote a national cuisine globally while maintaining some control over its quality and representation? The line between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation can be incredibly fine. While governments are major players, they're far from the only ones. The world of gastrodiplomacy is filled with influential non-state actors. In the media age, celebrity chefs have become incredibly powerful cultural ambassadors. Someone like the late Anthony Bourdain, through his TV shows, introduced millions of people to authentic local food cultures around the world. He often provided a more nuanced and compelling form of cultural education than any official diplomatic channel ever could. Other chefs have taken on more formal roles. Spanish-American chef José Andrés is a member of the U.S. State Department's American Chef Corps and uses his platform to promote both Spanish cuisine and humanitarian work through his organization, World Central Kitchen. At the highest level, there's an exclusive organization called Le Club des Chefs. Founded in 1977, this club brings together the personal chefs of heads of state. Their motto is, "Politics divides men, but a good meal unites them." They are, in their own way, some of the most influential diplomats in the world. And, of course, we have the digital age. Social media has completely democratized gastrodiplomacy. Food bloggers and vloggers on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have become key players in shaping global food trends and promoting tourism. A single viral video of a street food vendor can put a destination on the map, driving tourism and creating economic opportunity. But with all this investment and effort, how do we know if it actually works? While intangible benefits like goodwill are hard to measure, there are concrete metrics. Economic indicators like increases in tourism, food exports, and foreign investment are primary measures of success. We saw it with Thailand and Peru. Indonesia's Spice Up the World program has the ambitious goal of increasing its spice and herb exports to $2 billion and expanding the number of Indonesian restaurants abroad to 4,000. Public opinion surveys also provide clues. One study found that over 50% of respondents said that eating a country's food had positively changed their opinion of that country. This suggests that even a small, personal culinary experience can have a real impact on public perception. As the world becomes more interconnected, the importance of soft power and cultural diplomacy will only grow. Gastrodiplomacy, with its universal appeal and ability to forge personal connections, is set to become an even more critical tool in the diplomat's arsenal. From a formal state dinner to a viral TikTok video, the ways food can shape international relations are constantly evolving. The challenges of gastronationalism and cultural appropriation will remain, but the potential rewards are immense. In a world so often defined by division, the simple act of sharing a meal can be a powerful reminder of our common humanity. It's clear that the future of foreign policy will be, at least in part, written in the language of food. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.